What's going on, guys? So I've been getting asked what some clones I would recommend for the summertime, and there's a plethora of good ones out there because more times than not, a clone version of an original, especially with fresh fragrances, is usually going to outperform what it's copying. I know some people aren't big fans of clones, and that's okay, but I make content for everyone, and whether it's clone, cheap, designer, niche, I cover it all because I enjoy all of it. So in this video, I've got 7 of my personal favorite picks. Some are new to the collection, some I've had for quite some time that I'm revisiting, that I actually reach for during the summertime, whether it's just to run errands, as a daytime scent, or whatever. So let's discuss them. Stay tuned. Starting with one of the new additions to the collection that fits this perfectly, it felt right to start the video with this. This is a clone of Versace Mano Fresh. This is an eau de parfum concentration and definitely outperforms it in longevity far and wide. We're talking about from Armoff. This is Aura Fresh. I paid 40? Yeah, 40 on eBay. After I did the review, I'm not saying it was intentionally because of me, but the guy I bought it from on eBay hiked the price up like drastically. It's not super easy to find right now. It will become more and more readily available here in the States. Keep your eye out. I'm sure this one will get down to the $25, $30 range, and it's absolutely worth grabbing at that price. That star fruit, that carambola note, that sour citrus with all the other bright, watery citrus, that crisp, clean muskiness that it has with that little bit of fresh, spicy tone. It's pretty damn accurate to Versace Mano Fresh, at minimum on par with its quality, if not a little bit better. Honestly, it's a little bit smoother, and that's probably because of the higher oil concentration, but this is every bit of an 8-hour fragrance easily on my skin. If you were to spray clothes, I'm sure it would go even further, but if you like Versace Mano Fresh and you just wish you could get better performance out of it, this might be worth looking into. Make sure to check out my full review if you want to go a little bit further into detail than this, but if you can get your nose on this some kind of way, it's absolutely worth it. Especially, like I said before, if you're looking for a longer lasting Mano Fresh, that's Armoff Aura Fresh. Now this outperforms what it clones far and wide. It's more rich. It's much more boozy. Actually, the booziness, the rum is enhanced over the original. This is a clone for Creed's Virgin Island Water. It's from Samy Fragrance. It's called Caribbean Island. This stuff is very, very good. The notes are on the label, so I might as well show you guys real quick. You're going to get that lime. You're going to get the salt, the coconut. It's a lot of coconut rum is mainly what you're going to get from this fragrance. And the rum really warms it up, but it still maintains that beautiful tropical vacation in a bottle type of theme that the original it's cloning, Creed Virgin Island Water, has always been known for. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a 10+ hour freshie, because it's so dense. It's an extrait. I don't remember exactly what the oil concentration is, but I know it's well above 25%, and this stuff has the longevity for it without losing any of that bright projection and freshness that the scent's known for. Maybe check this one out next time you're checking out SamyAndrus.com. This is one of my 5 favorites from him, including multiples from the Sapphire collection. This is my favorite not named Sapphire from Samy. The red sapphires, purple sapphires, blue sapphires, and so on. Yes, those are my favorites, but this one's right up there with them. Again, that's Caribbean Island from Samy Fragrance. Now, it's not that easy to find Bleu de Chanel discounted, so there's a remedy for it. There's a Blue edition to a very, very popular line from a famed Middle Eastern clone house, that's Haramain. This is Amber Oud Blue edition. I did a full review on this one as well. This is one I wore at the recording of this about 2 weeks ago is the last time I wore it. It's Bleu de Chanel. It falls somewhere in between the EDT and the EDP. It gets more of the performance of the EDT, but still has a lot of that freshness with the grapefruit from the EDT. So like I said, it kind of falls in between because it's got projection and freshness with the longevity and the richness. So like I said, it kind of takes the best of both worlds. Pretty accurate depiction. Any of you that are familiar with the Amber Oud line, you know they drop nothing but bangers in this line. They really do. This is one of those rare occasions that I would say if you don't want to spend the $70, $80, $90, whatever have you, to get a 50 ml of Bleu de Chanel, you can actually get a little bit more performance than the EDT out of this one. And you're going to spend $50-ish, especially if you can get yourself a tester. This one's a full presentation. Paid right around $66, but I bought it right when it released. It's definitely a little bit cheaper now, and I'm sure it'll continue to get a bit cheaper. It's worth checking out at the very least. I'm not saying it's a must-have, but I'm definitely saying it's worth trying because, like I said, if you're looking for an affordable alternative that is a dead ringer in quality, performance, and scent profile for Bleu de Chanel, this summer you might want to check out Haramain Amber Oud Blue Edition. So I've never smelled the original. This is from those famed, gorgeous bottles too. Louis Vuitton fragrances. This is Alexandria's clone to Lumenity. This is Lumenity. This is a 60 ml. And because this is so damn good, I just don't see the reason for me to spend the hundreds of dollars. Beautiful, bright, watery citrus. God, it's mouth-watering. It really is. This is one of my favorite fragrances from Alexandria. Regardless of it being a clone. I don't care. It's just a damn good smelling fragrance. Mega fresh, extrait de parfum concentration once again. Another one that you're going to get about 10 hours. At least I get about 10 hours on my skin. Granted, you're going to have a bit of an an oil sheen on your skin, because it's a high oil concentration, but it doesn't lose any of the freshness that you would hope for with this mega watery citrus style fragrance. This is built for the summer, but with Alexandria's version, it's built to last all day long whenever you wear it through the summer. This is one of those fragrances that I deem the next time you're grabbing a sample pack or looking to buy a couple of samples and try some of their offerings, I think this needs to be one of them. They did a fantastic job. Yes, Zion, their version of Elysium, of course, is wonderful. They have a bunch of great original tobacco fragrances from the Hefe's line, and so on. Alexandria's is a really good house, but this one kind of blew me away. I really, really love this. This is kind of at the moment my favorite from Alexandria, and definitely a great pick if you're looking for a good summertime clone, because the Louis Vuitton fragrances are super expensive. Again, this is Lumenity from Alexandria Fragrances. Next, believe it or not, and I did recently rebuy an original bottle of Polo Bleu Eau de Parfum, and it doesn't perform as well as this clone. It doesn't. The scent quality is about the same. Honestly, this might even be a little bit better. It almost makes me regret rebuying the damn thing, honestly. It's not called this anymore, but it's from Dossier Perfumes. It's Fresh Woody number 4. It's now called Aromatic Watermelon. This is their version of Ralph Lauren Polo Bleu Eau de Parfum, and this one's really good. This is one of the first fragrances I ever got from Dossier, hence the old names. They changed the names a while back. And this is the one I wear the most. You can see the juice level has dropped. This is honestly my favorite. And then anytime I'm in the mood for Polo Bleu, and look, I have all of them minus the red, white, and blue, the one that's super expensive on eBay because it's been discontinued for a few years. I'll never get that one, but I have all of the rest of the Polo Blues, and honestly, Dossier's version is my favorite Polo Bleu fragrance. It's the one I wear the most. It's really good. I get about 7 to 8 hours on my skin out of this one, which isn't some beast by any means, but comparatively, that's like 2 hours better than actual Polo Bleu EDP. And it's a little bit richer, thicker of a smell, and the quality is at minimum on par, and like I said before, maybe even a little bit better. I'm spraying it again because this is a guilty pleasure scent for me. It has that original aquatic but fresh green, slight powdery orris touch, woods. It's just everything I love about the Polo Bleu DNA is in this bottle with really good performance. This is definitely my favorite anyways, and the one I recommend you checking out this summer if you're looking to get some stuff from Dossier. It's Fresh Woody number 4, now called Aromatic Watermelon. Next, we have one from Michael Dinsmore, Making Sense. So, those of you that watch the channel on a regular basis, you've seen me feature and discuss Making Sense a few times. You've probably seen me talk about this fragrance before. This is his version of Roja Parfums Oceania. Personal favorite fragrance of mine. It's right there. This is called Triton. You can get it in a variety of sizes. This is the 17 ml. You can see the juice level dropping. I spray this one here and there sporadically. It does lose a little bit of freshness because this is a higher oil concentration than the original. So some of the airiness and freshness is absent here, but the scent profile is pretty damn accurate. And the staying power is absurd. It's another one that's an X-rate. I don't remember, I don't think I ever knew what oil concentration Mikey uses, but knowing him, it's probably above 30% because this leaves a big old like Crisco cooking oil sheen on my hand when I spray this one on my hand. This stuff's beautiful. If you've ever wondered what Oceania smells like and you just can't, like, you can get this 17 ml cheaper than you can get like 5 ml of that fragrance decanted. This might be the way to go. And look, it shines in performance. It's bright, fresh summertime. It's got a little bit of refinement to it. This is one of those freshies that dresses up really well when you have something to do and you're in a super hot climate. Real high humidity. Even at night, it's 90 degrees. This fragrance will handle that heat, last you all day, and maintain a bunch of gorgeous citrus freshness, these fresh greens, a little bit of florals that add a soapy, light, powdery touch. It's a beautiful fragrance. This is my favorite thing Mike's ever put out. Check this one out if you haven't yet. If you're looking for a fantastic clone of Roja Parfums Oceania, check out Triton from Making Sense. Last but not least, this is one that I'm reaching back for. That's the theme of this year on my channel, reaching back in my collection. Though I'm always adding new fragrances to my collection, there's stuff I need to reach back and spend more time with because it's been a while since I've worn it. And this is my second bottle of this. I used to have a 30 ml many years ago. This is SCENTual Obsessions version of Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua 2016. Okay, you can see levels dropped a little bit on that because I had dumped the rest of my 30 ml in here. This used to be filled to the neck at one point. This stuff is one of the most accurate depictions I've ever smelled of Invictus Aqua 2016, and it's a 10-hour fragrance. Every time I've worn it, I haven't worn it in quite some time. Reaching in to find some new stuff to add to the rotation table that I haven't worn in a long time. This is the fragrance that even sparked this video idea in the first place. This is, a few different bottle styles ago. Not the original bottle styles, but a few bottle styles ago for SCENTual Obsessions. So those of you that are familiar with SCENTual Obsessions, you know this isn't that new of a bottle. But it's heavily macerated at this point. It's super aquatic, watery, fresh, a little powdery. The grapefruit still pops in the top note. A lot of ambergris here. It's just beautiful. This is my third favorite from SCENTual Obsessions. Number one being, of course, their version of Andy Warhol. Number two, their version of the 13ZZ01 batch of Creed Aventus called King of Kings. Those two cannot be knocked off the pedestal I've put them on. And this one's right below them as my third favorite from the house. This is my third favorite clone, hands down, from SCENTual Obsessions. It's built for the summer. It's a version of Invictus Aqua 2016, the original Invictus Aqua, the frosted glass. Even though 2018 is my favorite fragrance in my collection, this outshines it in performance. And it's also not quite as synthetic as even the original Invictus Aqua 2016. It's a little bit better quality, to be honest with you. So, one I'll be reaching for this summer that you might want to check out. They still make it. It's Invictus Aqua 2016 from SCENTual Obsessions. Well, that's the 7 that I have for you today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What are some of the clones that you have in your collection that you wear specifically for summer because they're just built for it? They're either super fresh, very watery, aquatic, and marine. Just something about them screams summertime. They're built for high heat. These are 7 of my personal favorites, for sure. Like I said, some are newer to the collection, and some I've had for a while, and like even the SCENTual Obsessions fragrance and the Dossier fragrance, I've had those for a few years, and I'm telling you guys, if you're ever checking out something from Dossier and you want a great performing, great smelling version of Polo Bleu, Aromatic Watermelon, I'm telling you. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of the 7 I featured in this video and you give them a spray now, I'm very confident you'll thank me later. Because A, you're going to get some pretty good performing fresh fragrances for summer, and B, you're not going to spend a lot of money. Have a good one, guys.